In this next video, I'm getting ready to teach you what to do before, during, and after your competition. Stay tuned. So before I get into this video, I want to invite you to like this video, share this video. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to my channel. I would greatly appreciate it. Now, in about 6 days or less, well, why can't I count today? Saturday, this coming Saturday, today is Sunday. You may or may not see this video by the end. However, today is Sunday and my competition is on Saturday. This will be my 7th powerlifting meet. Yes, it's been a long journey. I've been doing this since 2017, so I got about 5 years of experience and 1 or 2 competitions per year. That's pretty much all my old ass can handle at the moment. You know, 39, approaching 40 in June. So yeah, it's been a great journey for the most part. I've enjoyed it, and I'm going to continue to do it until my body says nope. However, for you to seek longevity in the sport, okay, I'm going to give you some of the do's and the don'ts to powerlifting, especially if this is your first meet or if you're thinking about competing. So we'll get right into it. The first thing is just making sure you're sticking to your program. If your coach says do 1 set of 315 for 1 rep, make sure that that's all you do. If he gave you a set of back down sets, like maybe 2 sets of 6 or something like that, make sure that that's it and you stop there. No need for burnout sets and stuff like that. Now, let me pause real quick. I say that, and I've actually added a few sets here and there, but only with the accessory work. For squat, bench, deadlift, I've never added anything extra for the most part that I can remember. May or may not have done that. You look at my Instagram, I could have done that, but I don't remember doing that. But just stick to the program, listen to your coach, and just make sure you're not doing anything foolish. Second thing is make sure you're training in a calorie surplus. Now, for some of you bodybuilders that are getting into powerlifting, that might be a little difficult for you because you're going to always want to see your abs, and you know, just some things you're just going to have to sacrifice if you're really looking to get stronger and increase your numbers and increase your total. So just make sure you're training in a calorie surplus and no need for no crazy weight cuts, okay? So let's talk about some things to do, maybe like getting closer to the meet and like the very week of the meet. So the week, getting closer to the meet, like I said before in the previous one, stick to the program, okay? Make sure you're taking those deloads. If your coach gives you a deload, make sure you're sticking to those. Also, the week of the competition, I do absolutely nothing. I literally rest. Other than demonstrating exercise, I'm a personal trainer, if y'all didn't already know, if you're new to the channel. Other than demonstrating exercises for my clients and my members at Rockbox to do, I do absolutely nothing. I don't care if it's just for a brisk walk on the treadmill, like some steady state cardio. I do nothing. What this is going to do is it's going to allow your body to rest, and it's going to give you plenty of strength on the day of the competition. Now, you might look at me and be like, however, I did the same thing when the people at Spud Inc. told me that this is probably the best thing for me to do, the best thing for my body, and it's going to help my total. And I remember coming out my first meet going 9 for 9 on all lifts. Now, I don't look to go for 9. I don't look to go 9 for 9 at every competition. However, I did notice an increase in my strength on that day with all the rest, okay? Along with the rest, make sure you are sleeping. Just make sure you're getting enough rest. The nerves will be there the night before, just if you have to. One of the things I like to do is I like to have me a couple beers before I go to sleep. Yes, I said it. I like to have a few beers before I doze off into the night and, you know, wake up the next morning for the competition. So make sure you rest. Do absolutely nothing the week of the competition. I've seen competitors in other federations do this. I don't understand why they do that. I'm also not going to judge them, but at the same time, I really feel like they could really lift. They probably could add 50 to 100 pounds to their total or whatever the lift is on competition day if they did absolutely nothing. Also, if you get some time, whatever federation you're competing in, read up on the rules. It's very important that you read the rules. I remember back in 2018, apparently I thought I set a national record, but apparently according to the rules, I had to break the record by 2.5 pounds or something like that. Kilograms. I couldn't remember what it was, but I was looking in the record books and months went by and the records never changed. I reached out to the APF and they was like, you had to break it by, you know, such and such amount of pounds. And I remember being so upset about that, but 100% of that was on me because I didn't know the rules. Also, know the commands. Make sure you practicing your commands in training, you know, the squat commands, your bench press commands. Deadlift command is pretty simple, but you know, you just want to make sure once the referee drops his hand, that's when you should drop the barbell. And you want to sit the barbell down, of course. You don't want to literally drop the barbell. I watched a guy bench press. I mean, it was his first attempt and it was like 485 pounds and it was the fastest thing you ever want to see. It was like, it looked so light to him, but he didn't follow commands and he missed the lift. I've seen guys go for national records, world records, and just by missing the commands or not following the commands, they miss that lift. Now you got to think about it. You put weeks and weeks and weeks into your training for you just to not listen to the commands and miss the lift. Like, that's got to be very disappointing. So make sure you're reading up on the rules and following the commands. Also, when it comes to the rules, like, make sure you know what gear you can use, you know, belt width and, you know, certain socks and headgear and stuff like that, like bandanas, hats. I think hats aren't allowed in my federation, but I do think you can wear headband. Make sure, you know, if you like to use a mouthpiece when you lift heavy, make sure that that's okay. Undergarments, all it, like, make sure you're reading up on all that, because I'm telling you, you get up there and you set a total and you blew your own mind with this total only to find out that you've been doing stuff illegally and you didn't know. Your federation ain't gonna go for that excuse. Like, you just gonna be SOL, as the old cliche goes. All right, during the competition. Okay, this is where the nerves will set in. So it's always squats first, bench press, then the deadlift. This will be my 7th one. My nerves are still going to be pretty bad until I get through that first attempt of squats. Then I'm going to relax a little bit because now I'm in the meet. I've gotten myself into the meet. I've taken an attempt that I knew that I can do for at least 2 reps, and I can move on and I can focus on hitting that PR, personal record is what they refer to it as. So if you are nervous, that's normal. Don't worry about that. Just one of the things I like to do is I have a playlist on my phone, and before my first attempt, I just run through as many songs on that playlist as possible, and usually it's something pretty ratchet, pretty street-like, ghetto-like. It's not, I can tell you right now, you ain't gonna see Kirk Franklin and Ty Tribbett or none of that on my playlist. Like, it's not gonna be a lot of Christian music. It's not gonna be any Christian music, excuse me. No Christian music. Like, it's gonna be pretty ratchet, like real killer, shoot 'em up, kill type of stuff. Am I that kind of person? Well, obviously not, because I'm sitting right here in front of you and not in prison. But I need that kind of edge. I remember watching a video. It's by a guy named the Modern Martial Artist. That's right. And he had spoken to guys like Deontay Wilder, Mike Tyson. And I got a video on this, and I'll put it down in the description, talking about having to take yourself to a darker side, a side that you didn't think that you had inside of you. I remember when Michael B. Jordan film Black Panther and talking about having to come out of his own personality and go into Killmonger and really get into this real dark role, and him needing therapy after filming was done because it just wasn't him and it was hard for him to come out of character. And there's nothing wrong with that. One, that's good that he went and got therapy for that. But when the nerves start to set in, like, you really have to turn on some things. Like, I think about people, there's probably only maybe 1 or 2 people in this world that I really hate. Hate to say that, but I mean, I really do not. I really hate them. And I have to think about those 2 people in particular to get me to lift the kind of weight that'll help me set PRs. Once you're, I think I jumped the gun just a little bit, but after, before those first attempts, you're going to be warming up. It's always good to just warm up and take a single. Okay. I've seen people at competitions, they're like doing like sets of 10 for their warm up. Big mistake. Big mistake. If you're warming up for your deadlifts, put your belt on, even if it's just 135 on the bar. Put your belt on, warm up in your wraps. If your federation allows wraps, warm up in your sleeves, whatever it is you got to do, warm up and all that. Like, do it just like you would do it on the platform. Once again, I may have been talking in circles. Not exactly sure if these are if these are in any particular order, but make sure you have handlers, people that can wrap your knees, wrap your wrists, put powder on your shins and thighs for your next attempt. Sometimes it's good to have 2 handlers. I've never needed 2 handlers. Make sure if you do get a handler though, find out if they plan on charging you any money. So then that way you can save money at, while you're prepping for your competition, because nothing like, spending all this money on, certain shoes and belts and, entry fees and federation fees and all this other stuff, only to find out, you got to spend another maybe $150, $200 just for a handler. I've offered to pay one of my handlers before, and he was like, nah, man, don't worry about it. I just want to see you do good. And that fortunately for me, that's, I've been lucky enough to have somebody like that, but some people don't have that luxury. So make sure your handlers don't charge you money. If they do, just be prepared to pay them, because you're going to need that energy. You're not going to have the energy to wrap your own knees, wrap your own wrists and stuff like that for all your attempts. So just make sure you have a handler or multiple handlers. Your handlers can also make sure you hydrated, Gatorade, water, whatever it is you drink. Some people even drink Pedialyte during the competition. I know last year I did Pedialyte. I can't say that it helped or hurt. I just tried it. I saw guys doing it. They told me how it helped them. I gave it a shot. Will I do it again? Probably not, because I really didn't see much of a difference. So probably won't be doing that again. If this is your very first meet, the one thing you want to do more than anything else, actually 2, have fun and learn from the other lifters. The one thing I do like about powerlifting is that guys, girls in your weight class will be more than happy to help you. Yes, that sounds weird, right? You are competing against these people, but they like to see people lift heavy. That's all it is to it. So they'll help you. They will help you. So have fun, learn from the other lifters, learn from the experience, and be happy at the fact that you had a chance to even get up there. Not the chance, that you even had the fortitude to get up there and lift that kind of weight, and all these people are watching. Some people are scared to lift 10 and 15 pound dumbbells. And let me tell you something, that's not a shot at people with injuries or a shot at a person who can only lift that. However, you have people out there in the world right now who are scared to push past their limits because they think they'll fail, or they don't think that they're that strong, X, Y, and Z. So get out there, have fun, learn, one of the things that I always do, it is a tradition. After the competition, I always go out and have dinner with my family. Even if we just order a bunch of pizzas and eat them right here at the house, which I think we end up doing after my last competition last year in 2020. Just ordered a few pizzas, some breadsticks, cinnamon rolls, and we ate it right here at the house. But we always eat out, talk about the experience, how fun it was, some of the stuff we saw that was just absolutely absurd, some of the stuff we saw that was just absolutely amazing. Like we kind of just package everything up, we talk about it, but make sure, you know, have fun, learn from the other lifters, leave it all on the platform. And if you really like powerlifting, like I ended up doing, you'll wind up doing another competition and another and another and another. I'll never forget when I squatted 700 pounds. That was when I knew that I was a true powerlifter. I was like, yeah, this has got to be my sport, because I never would have ever in a million years would have guessed that not only did I be a powerlifter, but I would have never guessed that I can get on the platform and lift that kind of weight. Yo, that's all I really got to say about that. It is truly amazing. So, sorry for all the mad rambling. Please like this video, share this video, subscribe to my channel if you hadn't done so already. And let's just continue to push for new PRs. If you see this video after Saturday, great. If you see it before then, you know, drop me a comment. Tell me what I forgot. Let me know what I forgot. I'm sure I forgot a few things about what to do, but give me some feedback. Let me know what you think. All right. And I'll see y'all Saturday on the platform.